on your operating system of your Windows, that is when you get to the desktop interface and you hold the Windows key and the letter E on the keyboard, this brings out this particular window, and this is a utility that is in your operating system which helps you to manage your files and folders and other programs on your computer system. And this window is known as the File Explorer, and I have a tutorial that brings you details about this window and how to work within this window. I'm going to link that video in the description below. Now when you get access to this window, you can click on this to maximize so that you can have a better view of this File Explorer. Now there is a part of this window known as the navigation pane, and this area is called the navigation pane. This is where you get access to some directories, some folders, some items, some recent operations that you've performed within this window. Now when you get to this navigation pane, we have this as this PC. When you click, you get its related interface, and this is where you see your devices and drives, that is your hard drives. And currently on my operating system, I have partitioned my drives into two equal parts. So I have the local disk C and the local disk D, which I have renamed to my drive. These are the current two drives I have here, and every drive consists of its sensitive information. This particular drive is containing the operating system and its drivers, and also this is the partition drive, which is serving as my personal drive, which I have all my important information such as videos, audio, other sounds, animated files, and any other information that is very sensitive to me. And in this video, I want to show you some simple tip of working within your operating system, and I'm going to show you how to hide and also unhide drives, that is hard drives, on your operating system. And hiding and unhiding drives can be very useful based on specific situations. I will not prompt you to hide your drives, but based on some reasons I'm going to list out in this particular video, you can base on that, and also based on your preference, you can decide to hide your drives. The reason why I'm going to show you this particular tip is when I click on this particular drive is selected, I can double click to open. Let's move back to the navigation pane. This particular item is in that particular drive I selected. This is also available, and also available. So you can see that when I click on any of these items, I get its related information or interface, and all those items I'm talking about are in this particular drive. Before I show you how to hide a drive on your operating system, let me give you some reasons why you can do so. One, this is for privacy and security reasons. It helps you to secure your sensitive data, and also it prevents people to have unauthorized access to your sensitive data as well. And the second option is for proper organization. This declutter your file management tool, which is your File Explorer, which improves your navigation procedure within this window, and also it improves productivity. And lastly, it enhances file management efficiency. And the next reason is this serves as a protection. This prevents accidental deletion or modification of your critical system files. But note, this is not necessary for everyone, but it is based on your specific requirements to decide to hide your hard drives on your operating system. So now that we have all these reasons, let me show you how you can hide your drives on your operating system. Now the reason why I'm saying this is when you get access to this navigation pane, as I click on this, I get access to all related items. Let me show you different approaches to get to the interface you can use to hide your hard drives on your operating system. The first approach is to right click on this PC, and you have show more options. You click, and in this pop-up window you are going to choose manage. This is going to provide you with a computer management interface, and in this window we can configure our hiding operation of our hard drive. The next approach is to use Windows key and the letter S on the keyboard. Then we type disk management. We are going to have this best match which says create and format hard disks, and when you click on this, This also quickly jump you to the disk management interface, and in this case we can hide our personal hard drive. You can also search computer management, and in this best match you can click on this option, and you're going to have the computer management interface as well. The last approach is to use the Windows key and the letter R on the keyboard. This brings out this run window, and you can type disk management.msc. as you can see, I have this in this field. Then you click on OK. This also brings out the disk management interface. Now in this window you see that we have this particular hard disk, and this is the total storage capacity of this hard disk, and I have a lot of partitions given to this hard disk. Now I want to hide this main drive which has the letter D. When I select, you can right click, and in these options we are going to choose change drive letter and paths, and when you do so you have this letter D selected, and we have three options here. We select remove and we choose yes. When you read the pop-up or the screen tip, it says some programs that rely on this drive might not run correctly. Are you sure you want to remove this drive letter? Yes, we want to do so. And in this next window we are going to choose yes. You can also read this pop-up window. The volume my drive simple volume is currently in use. If you continue, the drive letter will be freed. However, it will still be available for use until you restart the computer. Warning: changing the drive letter of a volume might cause programs to no longer run. Do you want to continue? Yes. Now let's close this window. When we get back to our file explorer, we can see that presently we have local disk C activated, but the other drive has been hidden. Now if I move back to my navigation pane and select these items, as I said earlier, all these items are located in the hidden drive. If I choose this brings out this window. It says location is not available. You can read all this information as well. When I select this, it brings out this particular information. So based on the previous reasons that I gave you about hiding drives on your computer, that is for the privacy and security reason, that is for proper organization, and also for protection of sensitive files, then this best approach can be used anytime you want to hide your drive. When you do that, it protects your data as well, and nobody is going to have a perfect access to all those files. That is to prevent unauthorized people from getting access to your sensitive data. So this is a proof. As you can see, when I click on these items, I don't get those data that was in that particular hard drive. Now that this is done, let's assume that you were traveling to a different place or a different location. That is why you hide this hard drive. Now you are back to the house, or you are back to your abode, and you want to use your sensitive data. Then this is when you are going to unhide this hard drive. How do we do this? Let's move back to the same interface using the same approach that I show you. So I'm going to use the Windows and the R key and click on OK, since I have already searched this item. And when you get to the disk management interface, this is the drive. You click, right click, and we are going to choose change drive letter and path, and then you go to add. This is the letter D. You can change the letter as well. Click on OK. Then you close this window. Now when we get back to the file explorer, I have this letter Unhide, and also when I click, I can get access to my sensitive data.